Earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis. Introduction. The ground and the ocean are usually peaceful, but the forces deep within the earth can suddenly cause earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis. In this book, you will read about these events and the forces that cause them. Deep within the earth. The top layer of earth is made of giant pieces of rock, like the pieces of a puzzle. The pieces of rock called plates make up continents and the ocean floor. Where the plates come together, there are often cracks and gaps, called faults. Underneath the plates, the earth is very hot. It is not hot. The rock melts into a liquid called magma. The plates float on top of this liquid magma. The magma is always moving, dragging the plates around with it. At the edges of the moving plate, three different things can happen. If the plates are moving against each other, one plate slides over or under the other plate. Fig 1. If the plates are moving past each other, the edges of the plates grind together. Fig 2. And if the plates are moving around apart, they make a gap where magma comes out. Fig 3. Earthquakes, terrible trembling. Sometimes the plates get caught on each other and cannot move. The pressure and the energy build up. Then, suddenly, the rocks give way. The ground shakes far above. People feel an earthquake. Some earthquakes are small and harmless, but sometimes our shaking is so strong that buildings crumbling, bridges collapse, and large cracks open in the ground. We measure the strength of the earthquakes on an instrument called seismograph. Each earthquake is given a number from Richter scale, depending on its strength. Volcanoes, enormous explosions. A volcano begins when magma from deep inside the earth comes out through a crack in the earth's surface. When the magma reaches the surface, it cools into solid rock, often from a mountain or island. Sometimes the hot magma cools before it gets to the surface and hardens into a solid piece of rock, plugging up the crack or hole where it has been spitting out. Hot gases in the magma continue to press against the plug. The measure grows. Suddenly, the volcano explodes. When the mountains explode, they send tons of rock rolling down their sides. These falling rocks are called landslides. Clouds of ash and the dust rise into the air during volcanic eruption. The ash falls off the ground like snow. Large as the clouds can even block out sunlight. Some large volcanoes have snow and ice on top. The hot gases melt all the snow and ice at once. As the water rushes down the mountain, this large dirt-filled flood is called mudslide. Scientists are not yet able to predict when earthquakes will happen, but they have become very good at predicting volcanic eruption in 1991. Scientists warned people in the country of the Philippines that a volcano was about to erupt. Many people left the area and found safety before the huge volcano erupted. Tsunamis, wild waves. Tsunamis are huge waves caused by earthquakes or volcanoes. Tsunamis can be as high as a football field is long. They are the largest waves in the world. Large landscapes caused by earthquakes or volcanoes sometimes fall into the sea and make huge waves. Earthquakes and the volcano can also happen on the ocean floor. All of these events can create tsunamis. Tsunamis speed away from where they begin in all directions. A tsunami can cross an entire ocean. Tsunamis travel very fast. In the open ocean, tsunamis may not be very high above the surface of the water, but they are very deep. As the tsunami comes close to land, the rising ocean floor catches the wave upward. When the tsunami reaches land, it is tall enough to destroy almost anything in its path. When the tsunami wave reaches shore, most tsunamis are between 1 and 2 and 10 stories high. That might not sound very high, but it is hard to imagine the power of this much moving water. Even a snow tsunami can destroy houses, streets, and entire towns. Like volcanoes, tsunamis are becoming easier to predict. Scientists have instruments that detect volcanoes and earthquakes. When a large one happens, scientists often have time to warn people that a tsunami may be coming. Conclusion: during a large earthquake, the ground shakes, destroying homes and property. In an explosive volcano's eruption, liquid rock, ash, and landslides can overhaul cities, and the tsunamis can cause billions of dollars in damage. Scientists are working to be able to predict volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis in order to save thousands of lives.